They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Forced out to his left and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And he's going to go down again. Below Nichols, providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
That was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam. 36, 36. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Red 80.
Darnold from the gun. And it's caught by Herndon. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Lady. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Shift, shift, shift. Red 80. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
On 1st down, Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 27. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Anunwa's got it, complete. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. Coleman has it here right side. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10. Ready? Watch the eye.
Darnold down to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that quarterback and on.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Spot. Red 80. Spot. No. Check 9. Check safety. Red 80. It's up.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to... set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Break. 53 is the mic. You ain't doing nothing today. Say go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Go. Roy. Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, orbit. Ready?
2nd and 10. He'll find Harry on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Terrell Basham with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
He's checking. Hey, look, 3.
On 1st down, they go option to the right. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Here goes Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch QB's up.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We're going to sign. Mike 50. Red 80. 6-6. Pull it high. Check 4. Hey, check 24. Check red 80. Check 3.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the ends. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Jets' 46-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Check, check. Lucky. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does...
Now the Niners defenders get there and bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Yeah, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off.
Ready? 53, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Bravo. Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Switch. Yeah. Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
They'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up second down.
We go! 60 Pittsburgh. 80 weapons. Hey, Delta. Go.
Check the call. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Your track.
Hey, Zoo. 57. Zoo.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Kill.
Again, it's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential. But I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end left. Hey, we got 3 down. Hey, 80. Here we go.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Out left to Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, 80. Tighten up. Yo, 80. Check.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Yeah, baby.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 50, it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike's 5-4, young lady. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 50.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 54. Switch up, switch up. Back, back, back. Hatchet, hatchet.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
On 1st down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ronald Blair. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Hey, wahoo!
56 is the mic. I'm coming. Bang, 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 bang. Check 43. Oh, 80. Watch safety creeping.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
61, match box, light.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now! Hey, Charlie!
53, Mike, all day.
They'll drop to throw. Out right to Bourne. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We got 3, fella, go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Bell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, here we go. Check 37, check 37. SOS.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked up by DJ Reed. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the safety creep.
Push on travel. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He'll look to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was epic.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Check. Slam. Watch twist.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Switch.
Here's Bell. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First down, 49ers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.